Good afternoon, Jacks and Jills. I'm Monsieur Demouy, and this is 3-Minute Meta. In this installment, we are going to cover turnover offense. Unfortunately, for the vast majority of Echo Arena players, turnover offense amounts to a single strategy, clear and boost. And while a coordinated clear and boost strategy is certainly not a bad one, it is also not the only one. Furthermore, there is a fine line between a coordinated clear and boost strategy versus a panic clearing and hoping you have some teammates close enough to chain together quick enough to get to the disc before the other team strategy. Now, of course, a turnover can happen anywhere in the arena, but when we're talking about turnover offense, we are more often than not referring to turnovers that happen in your own zone, typically when the opposing team is attacking your bubble. This is often one of the most difficult areas of the game for a team to practice and become comfortable with. In these moments, when you've just stolen the disc from the other team right at the edge of your own bubble, your deepest instinct is to clear the disc away from trouble. But success in Echo Arena comes down to the choices we make, and a panic clear is not a choice, it's a bad habit. But before we get to choices, the most important part of a turnover offense is communication. When you score that turnover, it should be immediately communicated that you are in transition. This tells your teammates to begin setting up your turnover offense. This is so important because you may only have a few seconds to react in this situation, so the sooner everyone is on the same page, the better. If you're going with a clear and boost strategy, the moment the disc turns over, a pair of players should be linking together to chain after the disc. You should know before the other team when the disc is getting cleared with instructions on where it is headed. They do not need to be overly specific, but just announcing where the disc is heading as you throw it can give your chain the advantage over an opposing chain. Once the disc is cleared, your remaining two players should typically link together and boost downfield so you can set up an attack on the bubble if needed. The common alternative to a clear and boost offense is to set up in a passing formation. This is very much similar to choosing an offensive joust scheme. The moment a turnover happens, your team should start fanning out in an offensive formation looking to set up an attack on mid. What is important here is that everyone has an assignment and knows where they should be going. The specific scheme you choose matters, but not as much as simply having a scheme. In any case, when setting up in this formation, it should also be seen as setting up to attack mid. Where clear and boost is more like an aggressive joust scheme, formation passing on a turnover is generally deploying more of a protect scheme. Passes here should generally be quick, with no one holding the disc for longer than a few moments. If the defense is operating with a chain, there should be an effort to break up or otherwise slow down the attacking chain to clear space enough to get through mid. If the defense is playing with an aggressive man, you need to be winning those 1v1s, otherwise known as your 50-50s, in either slipping in front of your defender or setting them out and leaving them behind. The goal is to move up the field as a unit using your passes to keep the defense off balance. If you are having trouble progressing forward, consider a reset to draw the defense into your zone and then make another attempt with more space in mid. As always, thank you very much for watching. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to leave them in the comments section below. I've been Monsieur Demouy. Please like, share, and subscribe, and have a wonderful day.
All right, hello everyone, and welcome to VR Master League here in the EU Cycle 1 Challenger Cup. In this Challenger Cup for North America.
And I'm excited to see these matches. I'm excited to start off this Challenger Cup.
If you're not sure what we're getting into today, you're not prepared.
This is the most hype moment of Season 3 so far.
Teo here, which is been a team for a while. I mentioned it earlier on in the first match, and that is an immediate goal.
Penalty on the cameras. Go Gators! And of course, Sir Dibwe right by my side, and let's go.
Yeah, and real quick. Oh my God, are you serious?
Well, guess what? We went
2 seconds.
Blink and you'll miss it. So that's going to be an immediate return as well.
That another interception by Blank, and they're their first.
Oh, nice save.
Rusty Robots, all they have to do is run down the clock. Now Beat Killer with another opportunity to seal the game here.
Fortunately, just a little fumble, and now passing to Sweet Tooth. Sweet Tooth to the backboard, slapping it in.
To Twang Pants here, going to try and get past to Jay for Jack under the goal, going to get the dunk.
Going for a send potentially to the right shoulder. Does have teammates across the bubble. Might cross it in. That's going to be the pass. The finish from Area Knight. What a play.
Happen as I just say it there. Wolf there, wide open shot going off that backboard. He's going to find that.
He's going to be saved by Jay for Jack now. Going to be taking that long shot. In fact, Grimy.
They still have time, 1 minute, not a lot of time, but they need to core this with a nice top pass onto BTX.
Aim, it's kind of just playing that time and just playing as cleanly as you can. Speaking of clean, the shot coming through for Jay for Jack.
Chuck Not Norris right here looking to get that one out, but Beach Player kind of fighting back and forth. It's going to be a one-on-one with the goalie here, and it's going to be Celicoid finishing that one off for Rusty Robots.
And another interception and another again, so just good Absolutely excellent positioning.
Having a lot of chaos. Nice offensive move by Ling.
Now Blank winning that disc straight back. Another strike from Strike.
Winner. Now it's interception by Wolf. It's gonna get stopped by Chuck. Not knowing what's a 3-pointer available. We're gonna go for the half court. It's gonna bounce in. Nice shot by Chuck. This next point is gonna be critical for each team. Which Beach player with a 3-pointer opportunity gonna stink it in.
Passing around, trying to bring in on the baked potato goalie, and just like that,
Make its way to him as well. The cross pass coming through from Conrad. Another cross pass from Steffo.
And there's no goalie there, so if they can win this race, which is just like that Beach player, gonna be
And now Caesar with the cross pass does not make it. Tries to shoot negative with an amazing save.
But Grammy trying to take this one. Not going to go to Twang Pants. The cross pass quickly to Padish, putting it right into the top of the goal.
and they've got the stack first to get there. Another open 3-pointer, and it's in.
All doing nice pass onto Grumpy. Grumpy tries to juke out the player. Gets one more pass onto the shield.
From Wrath, and will not be there. The first attempt or the second. Steel Sky in the hottest second. That is Molten Steel in the goal.
Steel Curtain strikes again. Moonface. Two Robots came very close to taking that third round as well. But we're going to get into the second round of this one between and oh my God, again. The same team. It's the same team.
Chuck is just going to look up high. Maybe a self-bounce trying for that, but instead a turnover and maybe even. It's Caesar!
But the clear from Blank right there, going for the nice save. Bad Elmo.
Previously I'm ding. Oh, what a setup. Oh, what a lesson. Oh, buddy. Double stun there. They've got some numbers here coming in. Link 1 setting up Chuck, not Norris.
They're adapting to Everest. They realize they're relying on these starts, but Steffo.
Send this one down. They're going to get down there first. Picked up there by Link 1 to stop. Steel Skydiver is ridiculous.
That is just nasty. Gotta do it again, though. Oh, he will. Steel Sky has gotten to a new level.
He was under pressure, sending it back. Sluna's the only one there. Sluna has Caesar up ahead, taking the shot. Is it going to be on? It is. 41 meters out from the other side of the tube. Chocolate a boost here. They're going to look for a dribble. No, Lit's just going to peel off. Sweet Tooth sending it across. What an interception by Saluna. She's lining up the shot. No way. No way.
This is Echo Arena.
It's like I can't walk on the ceiling. Oh yeah, got me dreaming.
They dedicate one person to that disc in the middle, and they have 3 people setting up along the mid side. So they have the regrabs until they reach that bow tie section, and until wait a minute. Okay, thanks for cutting me off there, guy. Let me get back to it. No, I can't get back to it after that shot. What a brilliant shot.
Defend from his attackers, getting it back to Vanzi. Project Mayhem now going for another approach. Vanzi going for that ceiling shot to the Law to Palace. Palace going for the shot, but it looks like I believe he got stunned, which probably put his shot awry. Vanzi with a steal and shot, but a great save. I'm not sure which Joker player it was, but nonetheless, you know, cat-like reflexes there, denying that goal, keeping their 8-point lead.
Phoenix's defense, but we'll get the clear up, but bouncing on the wrong side of the tunnel now. The long shot from Sniper. Wow, now that will put them at a 10-point lead.
2 monitors. Make that 3 takes. What am I hiding? Well, many things. Speedy Felix.
Like what they did when they did have the offense, right? They were working up the floor slowly on their roll-ups and such, but it's just not having any good luck.
What up? And off of the head. I don't know about that decision. Andy sending this one up to Ender. Ender not able to get the grab, still loose. Mozzie gonna pick this one up. Mozzie sending that one up to Jiggy. Jiggy wanted to go to see Jason under pressure. Nice movement there. Mozzie, oh, the stop. Cruising. What's he got, a 7-foot wingspan? What was that? This one down in the bubble. This could be the ice. It is. Dusty there on Baker. Ecstatic going down there to Bally. And Bally is going to get that one in for the 2, and that's going to put Antimatter up by 4.
trying hard not to bottle it up, but I'm scared of letting
Welcome to Echo Arena VRML 1. We have a awesome slate of games for you tonight, starting with High Voltage and Velocity Diamond Tier matchup. You see right there those positions, number 15 and number 18. These are not only Diamond, these are High Diamond. These are teams that both want and hope to be, and in the case of High Voltage especially, expect to be in the Challengers Cup coming up here in a few weeks to end the season. I am DocEducation in the caster's booth. With me on the cams, the one, the only, so much for subtlety, and with me co-casting is SputnikKobra. Sputnik, how you doing, my friend?
I'm doing pretty good. Apparently someone trying to hack into my Twitch account, so trying to figure that one out. Whoever it was in that audience, I want to find you. But no, how you doing today, Doc?
I'm doing great. I mean, always great to be casting a Diamond Tier matchup, any matchup in the VRML these days. But especially, I mean, these two teams, you know, High Voltage has been doing it all season, getting into the Challengers Cup. The first cycle, I can't recall if they were in the Challengers Cup the second cycle, but they are a very good team. And of course, Velocity, you know, has been working up as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm filling in for Dimwee. Dimwee supposed to be on this cast, so I don't really know about Velocity. I think they formed out of the ashes of an anarchy.
I'm not sure exactly either, but I do recognize all of the players on Velocity. So they've been around, they've been playing the game a long time. Not quite sure how long they've been playing together, and of course that makes a big difference.
What happened to Hunavelli? I don't see a Hunavelli. Where is Hunavelli these days?
Ghost Duck coming over formerly from Team Corrosion, of course. So an all-star team is Velocity.
Yeah, I'm looking at their names, and I recognize a few of them. I recognize a lot of the names on High Voltage. High Voltage has been around for a minute, and they've had a few roster changes, but it's always nice to see Fire Ninja and Laws and Goran Jr. And Valerian Echo coming through with 25 bits, saying, now am number 2.
I see. Hunavelli saying Anarchy rebranded to Velocity. So good to know here. Good to know. Wishing everyone the best.
So it looks like we will get started with this matchup. A little bit of a delay. I don't know why that is, but I'm glad to be underway with this match, and hopefully Dimwee will be here following this one to join you for the rest of the matches tonight, Doc, because I've got a packed schedule of fixing computer issues.
Well, you helped me out a lot today, Sput, with my computer camera setup. So, you know, good luck to you on the rest of it. We do have just to mention those matches coming up in an hour at 6 p.m. Pacific. We do have Anomaly versus Project Mayhem, and then about 30 minutes after that, Joker Project Mayhem. So just like that, the teams are in the tubes, and in 3 seconds, those tubes are going to open up, and the teams are going to be out, and we are going to see High Voltage getting their head on the disc first, although right back into the High Voltage area, and it looks like Ghost Duck has the disc.
So Velocity with possession. Ghost Duck along the wall. Ghost Duck sending that mid to Lufo. Lufo back to Ghost Duck. Gonna be a little high, but Ghost Duck able to get it off the wall. And now maneuvering on that G. I don't think he knows where that defender is. I don't think that defender knows where he is. It's a little bit of a cat and mouse, and that pass won't be on target. This is a chance for High Voltage. High Voltage will pick it up and send it through mid for that clear. That stack is there. Goran Jr. with possession. Goran Jr. with the shot, and he's gonna sink that one at 18 meters. 18 meters a second.
Beautiful work by High Voltage there, and I mean that's just a great example of just a few inches out of the outstretched hands of I'm not sure who Ghost Duck was passing it to on the nest there for Velocity, but just barely missing that pass, and it was Fire Ninja, I believe, swooping it up and sending it through, and then that stack coming in. And so it's just a very quick 3 points as right back Goran Jr. has the disc. Fire Ninja with it, loses it for just a second, and then gets it back, passes over to Lulz. Lulz working on the floor, passes to Fire Ninja. So just like that, High Voltage has put 5 early points on.
A lot of commotion in that goal, challenging that goalie, allowing for that easy shot. I don't think that goalie had a chance with everyone in their face. And the defense just crowding along the goal as well, trying to make some defensive stops. So now joust advantage to Velocity. Velocity sending that quickly left. Ghost Duck with possession. Ghost Duck mid, and that one's not going to be on target. So another turnover to High Voltage.
That High Voltage stack is really moving fast. Lufo is going to get the disc back, but immediately lose it. Lulz has an opportunity. Ghost Duck just getting a hand on it and swiping it out. So dodging a bullet for a minute, Ryref is going to haul it in. So Velocity doing some good work, but Fire Ninja gets it right back for High Voltage.
So we'll be sent back to Isolate on that back line. Isolate sending that one cross to Lulz at the wall. Lulz now forward to post, and that stun coming through on Goran Jr. So Ghost Duck trying to find this clear, panicking a little bit. You can see them slapping against the wall, not getting the push that they wanted. So now in the hands of High Voltage to Isolate. Isolate up to the ceiling. That bounce is not going to be on target. Will be a scramble for possession, and this wild clear coming out of the bubble.
Yeah, clear, not quite good enough, although it looks like the second clear, no, it also will be rebounded. So High Velocity, rather, but, you know, getting a little bit lucky, going for a boop shot there, not quite on target, and it looks like Fire Ninja will haul it in and move it up slowly for High Voltage.
So Fire Ninja with that clear. And looking for this bounce will be High Voltage. They'll be able to pick it up. Isolate with this drive and the duck and the shot. And he's going to finish that one off at 5 meters. Now a 7-point lead to High Voltage.
What a move. What a beautiful move by Isolate. Wow. You see the replay coming up here, the stack flying in, and then Isolate pushing off that Pac-Man, and then doing a little bit of a dipsy dandy and sending it in. So just like that, 7 points, and Velocity, you know, needs to get a little bit of momentum going here, or High Voltage might start running away with it.
Couldn't agree more. And a slap out coming through that tube. So Velocity just not able to find this rhythm right now. They need to get into motion. They need to get moving. And akin to their name, they need to do it soon. And Lulz is going to find another 3 for High Voltage. High Voltage just really running away with this game right now.
Yeah, everything is going their way. I mean, they're doing some great work with their stacks, especially Fire Ninja and Goran Jr. That aggressive front stack is really causing Velocity to have to make some passes under pressure and some clears that aren't going their way. That said, just like that, Fire Ninja and Goran Jr. are right there. Goran Jr. getting just one boost. Ghost Duck. Oh, but misses. And Lulz had an opportunity. So Velocity, you know, it's still down 10, but they definitely have dodged. You know, it could be even more at this point.
So Isolate will send that forward. It will be along the wall and up to the ceiling. No one's able to grab that one except for that defense. As they send that clear through, they get the stacks through. They have this forward advantage, and they'll not find that shot, but they'll be able to pick it right back up. And Ghost Duck picks it up. The animal will be able to put that one in for 2.
Ghost Duck with the first shot dogging him, but getting the second shot in, and just like that, you know, on the board, still 5 minutes left in the game, down by 8. I mean, you know, Velocity can definitely score 8 points in 5 minutes. That is not a problem, and a lot more. So just like that, Ghost Duck with the disc, but Fire Ninja getting it back.
I feel like Ghost Dog would be a Nickelodeon show from the early 90s. And now with this clear coming out, Lufo not able to find that one cleanly. Shade will pick it up. Shade will send it down. towards that bubble, will bounce off Nest, and now it's scramble for possession at the wall. Will be picked up by Goran Jr., and Goran Jr. is going to send that back to Isolate.
So Isolate with the attempted clear, but Lufo right there going to take a shot. Just a little high, but Ryruff picking it up, inverting. So switching to the ceiling and looking for teammates. Decides to make a back pass to Lufo, but a little bit of a miscommunication there, and the pass goes wide. Lowell's picking it up, and just like that, it's back in the hands of High Voltage.
High Voltage will send that down court now in the bubble of Velocity. Will be picked up by Fire Ninja. Fire Ninja with this drive in the save from Lufo to deny that extra 2 points on the board for High Voltage. Now they just have to get down court and put these points on the board.
That they do, and a couple of unlucky bounces there. The stack going over, they could have had a long 3 opportunity, but they miss it there. That clear is not going to be good enough, but Goran Jr. gets the disc, so fortunate bounce there, and the stack is together. The Fire Ninja is flying in, going to pick it up along the floor. Let's see, is he going to go for it? Passes to Isolate on the backside. Isolate puts it in, so 10 points up, 3.5 minutes or so. It's getting tight.
Isolate looking sharp right now. I used to play with Isolate at Pizza League Season 2. Yeah, it was Pizza League Season 2 when we made random teams. And I think I was Team Sausage, and I played with Isolate. And a funny story is one of the matches, I mean, they have this 10-point lead right now. One of the matches, it will be picked up and we'll be knocked out by that goalie. And then another clear coming out for High Voltage. So I'll finish this story later.
Well, just like that, Goran Jr. looking to finish off Velocity, but gets his own rebound there and sends it back in. So 12 points now with less than 3 minutes to go. Still not fully out of the picture, but Velocity, you know, at this point they've just got to be focused on getting their passing going, getting their getting their feels going, getting their chemistry going, because the pressure from High Voltage is definitely getting to them right now.
And will bounce around by Trap and will be picked up by Goran Jr. 12-point lead to High Voltage and looking to extend it. That stack coming in, they will be a little hot and a little above the target. So Law's now setting that interception. Getting the grab on that will be Ghost Duck and trying to get that dribble through mid. It will be picked up by Ryruff. Ryruff sending that pass forward. This is a chance. And Ghost Duck, but the save denying that on defense will be Laws.
What a great stack. That is so hard to be moving that fast and get your head turned around and get the disc. Fire Ninja flying in, and that should be the icing on the cake for this round at least. Gonna go to High Voltage, but still 2 minutes, kind of a free 2-minute warm-up really for Velocity to do a little reset and hopefully get back in the game.
What type of icing, like a buttercream?
That sounds good to me.
I mean, we were talking about tiramisu the other day, and I've been craving tiramisu for way too long, but I'm too fat, so I don't deserve it. So that pass will go forward to Shade. Shade now with possession. Shade looking for an opportunity, getting the duck, and sending that now up to the ceiling to Lufo. Lufo to Ryruff. Ryruff looking for this drive, looking for an opportunity, an angle. He's going to send that to that player, Ghost Duck. Ghost Duck now with this drive, with this shot, but Goran's just going to get the snag and lose it.
Yeah, so great defense there from High Voltage, still shutting down Velocity, which is really key. You know, I mean, like we say, they've taken this round, but just like that, Lowell's with the steal. Lowell's passes to Goran Jr. Goran Jr. going to do a little bit of work, passing back to Lowell's and back to Fire Ninja. So nice triangle passing there. But yeah, I mean, this is how you shut the door on a team. Just don't let them get any momentum whatsoever.
Absolutely. So Lufo now with it. Lufo, a little dangerous with that one under so much potential coverage. They were sitting just right in front of him, brawling. That's to be cleared through. Now in that bubble, High Voltage again. But they're going to get stopped. Ghost Duck able to deny that one. So not able to extend that 16 points to 18 points right now as High Voltage. And Velocity just fighting as hard as they can.
That they are. I mean, you know, they've still got 30 seconds. If they can score right here, right there, Ryruff. Oh, Fire Ninja flying in. I mean, that's just it. Every time Velocity has any little opportunity, High Voltage is flying in, getting a stun, getting a steal, getting their head on the disc, getting a save. I mean, they're really just everywhere right now.
And with these few seconds running out, maybe a shot. No, a stun. And it will be High Voltage shaking this first round 16 to Velocity's 2. impressive performance. Should I finish that story now, Doc?
I was just gonna prompt you, please.
So, way back in the day, Isolate, when he was a budding competitive player, and now he's a veteran, seasoned competitive player. He's very skilled at that. We played on Pizza League Season 2. It was me and Speedy with Isolate, and I can't remember the other player. And we were playing a match, and everyone thought I was angry. I wasn't. I thought I was talking, and I thought people were responding to my cues. And eventually they're like, Sputnik, why aren't you talking? And I unmute myself through the second round, and I'm like, are you kidding me? I haven't been talking this whole time. I was like, I swore that they were responding to my cues, but we didn't win that Pizza League match.
Yeah, I mean, communication is one of those skills that is a little, I won't say underrated, because VRML teams, even mid-level teams, and certainly high-level teams, master teams, diamond teams, gold teams, they know how important communications are. But yeah, for those for anyone in VRML, yeah, communication is key. It's how you share information. It's how you understand what is going on in the arena, because you don't have a complete panopticon view of the arena. You can't see everything at once. You don't know where all of your teammates and all of the opponents and the disc, all of those things are. So share that information, and you will be able to make better decisions. And speaking of, just let you all know, there has been a timeout, a pause here. Of course, teams allowed to have a pause in between rounds, up to 5 minutes without any reason. Both teams can do that at any time. So maybe Velocity just kind of wanting to chill out and have a bit of a conversation. You can see them in their lobby talking it out. So probably just that. I don't see any ping issues or any player drops. So hopefully they'll just chatting it out, and they'll be unpausing at some point soon.
So VRML Zoro coming through, my MVP of the stream, saying Velocity's looking for a league sub right now.
So maybe one of their players is having tech issues or some other kind of an issue.
Maybe. Yeah, I guess maybe there's a scheduling conflict. Maybe something happened. Maybe they got a date. Maybe they're prioritizing a date over Echo Arena.
I mean, can you blame them?
No, I wouldn't at all.
But if they knew they had a date, they should have found a sub before. We'll say that. We'll see. But yeah, of course, VRML rules are that teams can go up to 5 minutes without a penalty of any kind. If they go past 5 minutes, then they should be replacing one of the players. And if they do decide that they need to replace one of the players, they do have up to 15 minutes before they would, I believe, need to forfeit the round, which in the case of Velocity, seeing as how they lost round 1, would mean that they would have to forfeit the rest of the game. So hopefully that doesn't happen. Hopefully we can get back in. But for now, you got me and Sput just hanging out, chatting with you.
And Nate Appleton saying VRML over love any day. Don't tell my girlfriend. And this is good chat interaction. Evil Lefty saying, what if it was a virtual date? And Zoro following up with Google Meet LMAO. And yeah, Evan, congrats on winning your game today. And yeah, that chat interaction is an A+. Thank you for that.
Totally. I would just say VRML Zoro, use Zoom. Don't use Google Meet. Just make your life much better.
So with that being said, an endorsement for Zoom coming through from DocEducation. And
looks like Hanavelli's got some inside info. It looks like they're looking for a league sub because So Shade's a little woozy, which I understand. I did get my first shot of the Pfizer vaccine yesterday, and I was pretty woozy yesterday. Feeling better today, but I definitely get it, Shade, and I hope you can. Hope Jake can get on and get back in the game. Cameraman saying Skype for the nostalgia. I mean, if you're going for nostalgia, that's fine. I actually haven't been on Skype in a good long while, so don't quality. But looks like they are restarting now.
When you're on season 3 of the stack, you're going to be using Skype because Skype still has some use thanks to the end. Now I'm endorsing them, and that neutral joust will be won by High Voltage. Isolate with a shot to save by Lufo, setting it out of the bubble.
Great save. You do not want to get behind early after getting, pretty much taken to task in the round 1. Shade flying in, so not feeling woozy, inverting, going on the ceiling. Looks like he's got options on the backside. Lufo and Ghost Duck passes over to Ghost Duck. Ghost Duck's gonna push off, get to the shoulder, do a little work, and just like that, Velocity scoring the same amount of points they did in round 1 in round 2 within 30 seconds.
Now it's up to Velocity to maintain this momentum. They fell mainly about like 2 minutes into the first round. So they have to maintain something. They have to do something, and they'll challenge that one. Isolate now going to send that one forward. There's a lot of stunts happening at Nest in the backfield. Looking for an opportunity. Goran Jr. in the bubble, coming out of the bubble, but that backstack coming through, but that interception. Isolate now up to the ceiling. Fire Ninja looking for something. Fire Ninja gonna hit the brakes and send that back to Isolate. Isolate gonna send that back for the reset.
Yeah, great reset there. Just a little bit of not having numbers advantage. Lulz now can switch it over to the right side. Isolate gonna pass to Goran Jr., but Goran Jr., the goalie getting the best of him there, gets stunned out, and Ryruff will clear it through.
And it will bounce off double. High Voltage will hit a little bit of Geo, but that backstack will come through, find possession. Another clear through, another backline player finding possession. Ryruff now with it. Ryruff under coverage. Gonna hit the head of one of the players from High Voltage. So High Voltage looking to get it. Fire Ninja gonna get stunned out. Another stun, and Ryruff with the clear. This is a brawl fest right now. Those stacks will come through. This forward advantage, he's gonna miss it. And that was a good opportunity for Velocity.
Yeah, just barely out of the outstretched hand. Goran Jr. doing a ducking on Lufo, and Fire Ninja's going to have an open goal. Back to Goran Jr. So no selfishness happening here. High Voltage going for that extra pass and getting the teammates involved. That's a good way to get the chemistry going.
And I think I'm feeling sick. I got to go to the otorhinolaryngologist.
Nice.
I think that worked out. And I think that's an eyes, ears, nose, and throat, and that's gonna be good for Fire Ninja. He doesn't have any issues. He doesn't need to go to the doctor. And if he needs a doctor right here, you can always check up on DocEducation for his diagnosis.
I'll say that was surgical. The way Fire Ninja flew in there, got the steal, and then threw it right in. So again, the stack from Fire Ninja and Goran Jr. Just putting a lot of pressure on that QB and getting some turnovers in the backfield. That's been much to their advantage. And just like that, Goran Jr. and Fire Ninja getting all the way back and getting steal, although right back in the hands of Velocity.
So Ryruff with possession. Only down by 3. That's only one possession. They can do this. Ghost Duck at the ceiling. Ghost Duck now to the cut in Lufo. That might have been a little too loud, but that was hype. Lufo coming through. Only a 1-point deficit now in favor of High Voltage.
Yeah, nice work. Velocity definitely used their chance in that timeout period to just chill out and get back in, get their heads back together. Their passes are much more on point. They're playing really well right now. Goran Jr. working along the satellite there, passing over to Fire Ninja. Fire Ninja gonna have to back pass there to Isolate, so they will make it through the mid. Although Isolate taking a strange shot, not quite sure if that was a shot or a clear or what, but Goran Jr. picking it up and has Isolate cruising through. Fire Ninja on the back line cruising through. So Isolate gets stunned out, so great defense by Ryruff and a great clear.
And now coming through will be these stacks, but not able to read that first bounce, not able to get to it, but Shade's gonna find it. Shade's gonna send that through. This is a chance for Velocity. Isolate retreating back to the bubble. He's not able to get it. He will find it under pressure though. Shade not able to find that stun in time to render him disabled and get that disc in the bubble. So Laws is gonna send that one through the tube.
Through the tube, but no one has advantage of it right now. Fire Ninja trying to take a shot, but it'll bounce off Geo and be picked up by Lufo. Under pressure by Isolate, will pass over to Ghost Duck. Ghost Duck has Ryruff on the bottom, but Shade wide open. Shade gonna take a shot, and that's gonna be good from 3. Holy cow! What a pass by Ghost Duck. What a shot by Shade, and Velocity back in the lead.
And that's what Velocity needs right now. So High Voltage slipping just a little bit. They got to crank that current and power through. So now with Joust advantage will be High Voltage. I don't know who their QB is, but I'll figure it out right now. So Isolate setting that one to the right tube. Fire Ninja now with it. Fire Ninja sending that one down. It's going to bounce in the hands of Laws. Laws under pressure. Laws sending that to post. This is a good chance. And a save from Lufo. And another stun coming through, but Lufo with that initial save, and they will get it out of the bubble.
Getting out of the bubble, indeed. Lowell's picking it up, has Gordon Jr. kind of hanging out in the mid, gonna pass over to Isolate. Isolate trying to get it to Fire Ninja, but Fire Ninja can't get it. Will haul it in, and on the shield, oh! Wow, what a stun! And the disc is still loose. Fire Ninja, whoa! What an incredible defensive series there by Velocity.
Absolutely phenomenal. So it will be 3 players from High Voltage in the trench. They will send that back. They will take it a little bit easy. High Voltage now biding their time, trying to get open within this bubble, trying to find that pass into the bubble. They still send it to Nest. Nest behind goal. Finishing it will be Fire Ninja.
Atta baby! Fire Ninja! What a finish, and tying the game with 3.5 minutes left once the tubes open up. That is definitely what they want to do. So Velocity, let's see how well they can continue, and if this pressure from Gorn Jr. and Fire Ninja is able to continue. They do decide to hang out. They're back on the station area, so they're switching it up between super hot pressure and then just kind of waiting it out. And it looks like right now Velocity will get it through, and they successfully have it on mid. Ghost Duck over to into the zone there, but cleared out by Isolate.
And that one will sail through towards that bubble, towards that back wall, and off the back wall, towards those stacks. Slap coming through, but Fire Ninja will pick it up. Fire Ninja up to the ceiling. Isolate with the angle, and oh my god, that was so good.
That was really nice as this replay comes up for you. Yeah, what a turnaround by Isolate, and just sending it in. Probably didn't even get a look on it, just decided that wherever it was going to go, it was going to be very hard for the goalie to stop. Oh, actually did have a good look at it and did find that low pocket. Nice work.
So with possession now is Ryruff. Ryruff sending that one straight through, and another good attempt coming through, but the save, Isolate able to shut that one down. So Lufo and Isolate, both with some excellent saves right up in their face.
Yeah, it's big time. It's huge momentum, although Velocity having the disc immediately back. On the left boot there, Ghost Duck has the disc. Ghost Duck going to do a little bit of juking. Pushes off the... Oh, what a pass. Just a little low for Ryruff, but he will recover and invert. They're going to reset there.
And it will now be a pass off the post. Looking for it, finding it is Ghost Duck, just materializing in that bubble and making that shot happen. So this is a tie game in the second round. Velocity able to find some momentum and keep carrying it through. Less than 2 minutes on the clock. This is a different one than the first one.
Big time. Yeah, this is what we expect to see from Velocity. The first round, not quite sure what happened. Maybe Shade had to wake up and get into virtual reality, get out of regular reality. Ryruff and Ghost Duck doing a little bit of a dance there. Disc is low. Isolate will get it flying in as Shade, but just barely missing. So the disc is loose right now, and it's anyone's game. With 1 minute and 20 seconds left, any score right now is just going to be absolutely huge.
And it will be picked up by Gordon Jr., who sinks that one. 3 points, 20 meters. Now in the lead is High Voltage with that play.
Wow. Just like that, Gordon Jr. pouring in 3 points, and that is big. Obviously, a 3-pointer means right now down by 3 is Velocity, and they're going to have to either get a 3 or 2 very quick 2s. So they are rolling out quickly, and it looks like they're going to try and score as quickly as they can. Shade has an opportunity on the low side. Ryruff, though, under pressure and getting it stolen out by Fire Ninja. So Ghost Duck, luckily, getting it right back. They do need to score very quickly if they're going to go for a 2. Otherwise, if any more time goes off, they will probably have to go for a 3, and that is just very difficult to do against a high-level team if they know that's what you're trying to do.
30 seconds on the clock. Now with possession is Shade. Shade looking for an opportunity, getting into the bubble, going for the shot on that almost stunned goalie. Isolate not able to get stunned. They still have a chance here. Shade now with possession. Shade, 16 seconds on the clock. They're looking for an opportunity. They need that stun on the goalie. They need to disable Isolate. Now with Ghost Duck with possession. Go for that anchor shot, and you can see that follow through, but able to pick it up is Shade again. Shade off the backboard. Fire Ninja shutting down that angle, and that will be the second round. The High Voltage, they're going to take this match in 2 rounds, 12-9.
Wow, incredibly exciting. You saw Isolate there in goal with the shield on, and I think it was Fire Ninja hanging out, I'm not sure who it was for Velocity with the attempted stun, but Isolate just hanging out with the shield on, and yeah, that's just a very difficult situation, and that's the difference between the 3 and the 2. You know, if Gordon Jr. had only scored a 2 there, then there would have been a lot more options for Velocity, but well fought by both of these teams, especially Velocity. It's always good to see a team fight back and come back, and you know, even if you don't win, just, you know, give a good show and get some good feels out in the second round.
Absolutely, and looking at that word sneak, I'm looking at it, and I'm gonna pass it off to Doc.
Well, there was no drama in this game, just like the man Obama, and just like that. I know VRML Zorro asked earlier if there are more games coming. Yes, in 25 minutes we are going to have Project Mayhem against Anomaly. That'll be right here on VRML 1. And immediately following that, hopefully about 6:30 Pacific, 9:30 Eastern, it will be Joker against Project Mayhem. So if you like Project Mayhem, you got a double set coming up right back to back. 2 of the very best teams in the world, Anomaly and Joker, of course. So hopefully Sir Dimwee will be with me on those casts, but if not, I will be soloing with So Much for Subtlety on the cams. And thanks again, Subtlety, as always, for bringing us the camera angles, all the shots this time. But anything you got to say before we sign off for this one?
Subtlety, I love that guy.
Who doesn't? So, just like that, SputnikKobra with the quick closeout. I have been DocEducation with you in the casting booth. Has been SputnikKobra casting on the voice as well, and of course, as we said, So Much for Subtlety on the cameras. Thank you very much, and looking forward to seeing you all here in about 23 minutes for Project Mayhem vs. Anomaly.
Season 3 of VRML Echo Arena is brought to you by HyperX, Rebuff Reality, Asterion Products, ProTube VR, VR Cover, Fixed Gaming, and VRware.net.